crazy, 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 crazy occasions, crazy occasions, crazy occasions, crazy occasions, crazy occasions, crazy occasions.
Welcome. Welcome to the Crazy Woke Asians with Kiki Yeung podcast. My name is Kiki Yeung, spelled Y-E-U-N-G, but it's pronounced Young. I don't know why.
Like young blood.
Yeah, like Y-O-U-N-G, but I give up because most white people can pronounce. They're like,
who spelled it? That's the thing. Like somebody that
My
just got
fucking
here.
parents.
See, they just got here. It was like, we think this is
That's
right.
the
maybe.
way it is spelled. All these
is?
other young people,
When
they
in
spell
Korean,
it
it's
that way.
Y-U-N-G, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So for Chinese, it's
easy.
Y-E-U-N-G.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
guys have
interesting.
you guys are handicapped.
Well, today we have two amazing guests. Dante Chang. Dante Chang, the owner of Flashback Mike. Have you seen him? He's super funny. What other creds you got? He's an entrepreneur, man. This place is awesome. It's because of him that we have this podcast filming in here. It's amazing. We want to thank Dante. Dante is the shit.
Oh, thank
And
you very
also
much.
we have another Korean named Mike Kim, and he's blowing up on TikTok. And where else? West Side Comedy. You producers producing your own shows all over the place. K-Town and where else? You're bald.
I shave my head every morning.
Oh, so you're not
It's
bald.
intentional. It's not a it's not a genetic
it's not a
defect. I have
disorder.
strong genetics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But you have a nice head, so why not? Shoot.
He does have a nice head.
Yeah, it's
He's
round.
really nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some wrinkles though on it though.
Yeah,
Wrinkles?
yeah, a few
What?
wrinkles. But I don't know. They're
Where?
not gross wrinkles.
Oh,
You-
like
you-
They looks like veins.
It doesn't
but-
look bad when you're in shape. But with your fat, when you have those
Oh.
rolls, it looks like hot dog neck. You know what I mean? Hot dog head. So it looks okay, and you don't have it to the point where it's gross. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's a good amount of wrinkle. Good shape head though. It's nice.
And you have a watch on. What kind of person wears a watch these days? It's cool.
uh,
You're old school, huh?
Old school.
Oh
You're
no, this
cool.
is Casio, man. This is retro. This is
Wow.
I used to
that
always
looks
I
retro.
love these.
They're
yeah.
cool. You tell time on it?
Yeah. What else would I do with
I
this?
don't know. Sometimes I think people wear it to be, it looks fashionable.
No. I don't do
Like,
this for fashion.
all
I
my
literally do because
watch
I have a
don't work.
small ass wrist, so I can't wear the big G-Shock
it
watches.
is
I have a
small.
tiny wrist. I have a weak
I
wrist.
have a
I
big
have a
fucking
weak wrist too. Look.
Really?
Yeah.
Touch each other's wrist.
Oh shit, we kind of have the same wrist
Yeah.
size, but why does
Small
yours look
wrist.
bigger
I
than
have
my
big
wrist?
wrist. Shit.
No,
look at
this is,
me.
honestly, I was
Look
looking
at
at you
me.
like that. Yours
Shit.
look bigger than mine. So
Yo.
maybe
Big and big.
it's not as small as we think. It's our self-conscious. We're just self-conscious about it.
Pessimistic.
Yeah.
Dude,
They're the very
hers
handsome
though is the same size
Korean
as ours.
men.
I just measured
I
right
don't
now.
know.
maybe
What?
she's just
with
big.
small wrists. Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
she's
big
strong.
bone. My mom's like, you big bone.
See,
you got
she's big bone.
thick legs. Why are
So-
your hands sweaty? Or is
Yeah.
it the water?
It's the water.
Yeah.
I get sweaty hands all the time. I have hyperhidrosis.
Hyperhidrosis.
Oh, you know what that is.
I get
You
that in
got
my
it?
feet. It's disgusting.
Damn, I get that sometime too.
Yeah, it's fucking
You
disgusting.
gotta air it out, huh?
I have to air it out. So
Ooh.
high school, I'd always, school
Oh,
all day,
shit.
same shoes, same
You
socks,
wrestler, too.
and then go. And I wrestled, and I would go just nasty as fuck to like my friends' houses, and I'd be so shy of the smell because my dad used to be like, "Wash your feet, you make the carpet smell," right?
Oh my
So
God.
then I got
I say that to
traumatized,
my
and I
son.
go to their house. And they'd have carpet and it was Asian place, and then like I'd sit down on the couch next to everybody, and I'd curl my feet under like my toes, thinking I could trap the stink, because I was so self-conscious.
Trap the
You don't
sweat
have
too, huh?
smelly feet.
I learned how to.
Smelly feet, smelly
I think
feet.
everyone has smelly feet if you let it, But
Yeah.
but someone told me a secret. So he said you have to, if you piss on your feet, it
What?
kills a certain bacteria. And
heard that.
So
for some
have you
reason, it
pissed on your
wasn't-
feet?
Yeah, just piss on your feet.
You do that regularly? You piss
No,
on
but
jeans feet?
if I feel like I feel funky,
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I'm just like next time I take a shower, just piss on them feet,
Oh,
and I feel like
wow.
it don't stink.
Okay, I'm gonna do that tonight.
Yeah.
I don't have.
It's kind of
stinky
nice.
feet, but
It's kind of nice.
This, it's
No,
warm?
I've done it too because I heard
Oh,
that.
yeah?
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like sterile or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've had piss shot into my butt before because my mom said, drink your own pee, it's good for you. She had cancer, so she was like, drink your own pee, you took steroids, so you should drink your own pee. I would drink my own pee, and she drank her own
God,
pee.
that's a crazy thing to say to
It's
somebody.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then she's like, well, I'll shoot it up in your butt then. And I let her out because I
Wait,
was
who's
fucking crazy.
pee?
My mom. She told me drink my own pee. I said no. So we went to a clinic in Mexico where she was getting all these holistic, healing because she had stage 4 cancer, so breast cancer. So she drank her own pee right in front of me. I'm like, damn. She's like, yes. And then she's like, now you pee out in the cup, and then she put it in the syringe. She shoot it in me. She's like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna help you. I was in shock for like half hour. The doctor come in. He's like, oh, she's just in shock. I was like this. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then they're like, it's good for you. I'm like, so don't shoot pee up your butt. I mean, not literally
Up
the
your
butt.
butt?
Not the butt, but like on your ass, okay? Or, your butt.
That's even worse.
Like
shot
when
up
you get a
somebody's butt.
shot.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
your
yeah.
butt.
Because when you said that, I thought you said your husband
Not my
he
husband,
pissed in your
my
asshole.
mom. No, my husband
Yeah.
does not go anywhere near
That
my
could be
asshole.
a thing. Some people like stuff like that, like
Why
getting,
not?
yeah.
I don't want him to.
Because you do the same. It's been how many years of marriage, right? You've been doing the same
Only
thing.
3. I mean, I've known him for 25.
See, that's a long
on
time.
And off.
You've been doing the same shit. You need to change things.
Change things up like piss in my asshole?
Yeah,
I
why
don't
not?
know, man.
But you don't
Maybe
like.
I'll let him piss on my feet
You don't like people
to
near-
start.
you don't like people near your
yeah,
ass?
Paul, motherfucking tech right there. He's like, yeah, maybe feet first.
You don't like people near your husband near your ass.
No, not really.
What if
I
he was
mean,
like-
he'd slap it, but I
What
mean,
if it was
not,
like, honey, I just want to eat your ass?
I don't know. I'll be like, maybe I just took a poop, but like,
this
I
never
gotta go
happened?
wash my shit.
It's never happened in your life?
No, not really.
Never?
Wow.
No, I don't fuck a lot. I don't have never had a stand up one night stand.
Oh, because your
I've never-
relationship. She's a
I'm
relationship
a fucking
girl.
monogamy fucking what do you call those? Serial monogamous.
I think it's gonna be.
Like I have
It-
no,
look,
I'm not that adventurous. I would like not with the ass. Sorry.
Look, just try this.
Try
Just
this.
tell the
Okay,
husband
Dante said
to
so.
eat it.
Eat it.
You know, just one
Oh.
time.
Yeah,
But clean yourself. Make sure you feel secure and do it. Trust
Is that
me.
what you do?
Don't worry
That's what
about
you
that.
like?
We're talking about you right now. You know, you know.
Oh,
But
God.
everyone should experience the ass. I would tell you my first experience. I was actually
And-
16.
And
The
you
girl
ate
was,
someone's
the,
ass.
The girl was 27. No, she ate my ass. Right?
Damn, 27.
She was 27. Look, it sounds like I'm bragging.
No,
But she looked like little-
27.
but she looked like
impressed.
she looked like Little Wayne. So you don't have to be impressed anymore.
Yeah, but
right?
to virgins, it's still a model. It's like, wow, that's amazing.
Wow, 16 and a 27.
She was 27,
That's hot.
and then
She's a child molester.
it's okay. She was like, the funny thing is, I remember saying that too. I was like, I'm 16. She was like, I don't care.
She sounded like 70.
That's
I'm
how
sorry.
she sounded, but this the comedy voice. I don't care. But so
Eat my ass, Dante.
no, she just did it. She's while we were just fondling around with each other, messing around for a place. She just licked my ass, and I was like,
Wow.
what? And I just
Ooh.
jumped up. I was like,
Ooh.
no,
Ooh.
what was that?
I like it.
And she's like, I just licked your ass.
Was she black?
Yeah, she was black. And I
You
was like,
make it sound like-
and I looked at her, I was like, do it again. Do it again.
Oh, shit.
If it feels good, fuck it, right?
How
Like,
about you? You and your ass experience.
I've only fucked a girl in the ass one time.
Ooh, how was that?
Uh,
Did you use a condom?
No, I don't like that.
Dirty ass fucking.
So,
Okay,
I-
I'm just kidding.
No, she
Not
like
really.
cleaned it out for me.
Oh,
But
good.
then, so in my mind, because I watched porn,
I used
it's,
that thing that did the squirt up the ass thing.
Damn.
I don't think she did that, but
Because if
she
you do that,
really,
because if you punish it too hard, man, that shit's gonna, because it'll still come, man.
yeah, but she used she said she like put soap on her finger and was like up
Yeah,
her
that's
ass
not
or
enough.
something. Yeah, but here's the thing, I didn't do it
If you're a
enough.
douche,
I
See, that's
didn't
what
do
I
it enough
mean.
though.
I don't do that.
because I
Exactly.
took
try
it.
it one time. Try it one time. Before it's
Too late?
Did you feel okay when you fucked the girl in the ass? Did it feel like tight all around?
Yeah, of course.
No, because I fucked her in the ass. It felt like a rubber band going up and down my shaft.
Yeah, that's.
No, and it was
Is that
air.
why you like
no,
it?
a rubber band, not a tight like thing. It was just like
Oh, so
Well, it depends how much
was
she gets
not
fucked in the ass.
Oh,
but
so it's
she
not
doesn't
tight
get-
asshole already.
She didn't get fucked in the ass a
Damn,
lot.
must be
no,
a
she
lot.
doesn't though. She doesn't do that.
Are you sure?
Well, that's what she said.
No,
but
I
I
don't
did that and
believe
I
her.
didn't like it. And then I was like, hey, and she's like, what? I did this for you. You don't like it? I was like,
Your
I don't
ass
feel
is loose,
anything.
bitch.
I don't really feel anything. She was like, oh my god, and she started crying.
Oh,
shit.
she
So I
started
don't,
crying.
I don't
so
think she
maybe
did it all the
wa-
time.
Maybe she just cries whenever people realize that she's been fucking doing a lot of ass fucking. So they'll just,
I don't know, but
distract them.
like if you said it's like that, I want to feel that. I want to fuck a girl in the ass like that.
Okay, you will. Universe help Mike get a fucking the ass that way.
And universe.
Not my
help,
ass, Darren.
A tight one.
I want to fuck
Kiki
them in
get
the
her
ass.
ass ate.
Why you guys make it sound like I don't want?
You for you.
You
you-
fucked the ass, not
Yeah, please don't manifest that. Jesus.
not you getting fucked in the ass. No.
I don't want that.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant, universe. Okay, he wants the fucking ass, a tight ass.
Also, you're gonna see this big dude. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Ooh, stay.
He's like, what's your favorite color?
He sniffs you. Smell good,
Oh,
little
God.
man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, here he is. It came. It manifested that fast.
I'm going back to religion.
Oh god.
I'm ready. Oh, you were saying something though. Earlier, you were.
What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm high, so I don't
You're
remember
high.
What part were we at?
You're high. Oh.
Drinking water at the same time.
Oh.
Let's see.
I'm
we went
drinking
to.
coconut from Trader Joe's.
Is
It's
it
very
good?
healthy. Yeah, it's super good.
So we were talking about
Uh-huh.
just no. We were wishing you to fuck somebody up the ass,
A girl
right?
up the ass,
A girl up the ass,
specifically.
and you to get
Fucked
a
in the
nice
ass.
eating. You never,
Oh, ass eating.
you never,
okay.
you never took it up the butt ever. No.
Why do
Not
you
even a
like
pinky?
butt
Not
so
even a
much?
pinky?
Ew.
Really?
Okay, maybe vicinity, but I don't know. My husband now anytime he doesn't really go there, and anytime I try to like act like a man, I just like to dry hump him sometimes when I'm like
Oh.
massaging him on the. He's like, what the? He doesn't like it. And sometimes I just like to do this between his ass crack when he bends over for fun, just because it's like, oh, there's an ass crack. He's like, eh. So there's like no ass fucking or.
So you guys are
ass
playing
licking,
around
touching. Yeah,
like
but we're
kids
not
during
going there.
sex. They're like, let me just poke him in the ass. Let me fuck with him. Mom. And then, you know what I
No,
mean?
this is just regular, not while we're having sex.
Oh,
like
I
when
thought
he-
it was during sex.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
what
no,
the
no.
fuck?
Yeah,
no,
that's-
I'm not like that. No.
These childish games.
No, not these child.
Yeah, no wonder he didn't want to like do extra shit because he just feels so emasculated. He's like, what the fuck?
Maybe I emasculate him sometimes. I don't know, man. I could be quite bitchy. Like I can be like.
Make him eat the ass. Trust me. Please, please.
Okay, I will
And you're
tell
gonna be
him
like,
tonight.
next. This was gonna happen if you do it. You're gonna see that you do it. You're gonna enjoy it. Then you see me next time. It's gonna be no words, just this. You know. Just,
Or
just
she
a
comes
pal.
back and she goes, Dante, what's next?
Yeah.
Is there a cat on the door? The next guest is here. That's why he's. Yeah, there's alley cat on the door.
There's a cat on the door.
Yeah, he's early, but I told him to come in.
Wait, I don't
We
get it.
can cut this out. It's okay. I think he's in the back.
Cat on the door.
What does that mean?
And isn't there a cat drew on the door?
Yeah, it's a cat.
Yeah. That's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought it was like a
Coming.
saying.
I have a
I
white
guess
guy
it's a
here as I and my white friend is here. He's a musician and film director, so I just figure I switch it up instead of talking to a comedian for the next episode.
Okay.
But okay, let's keep talking. It doesn't
Oh,
matter. What are you talking about? Ass? Okay, let's get off this ass subject. Or
Hey,
no?
more ass.
More ass?
You want more ass?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
She wants all of it already.
So what'd you do over the weekend?
What?
What'd you do over the weekend?
I forgot already. I
You
don't remember.
forgot?
Yeah, I don't know because like we just do this stuff all the time. So like my days,
Oh, you do
I don't
this
really.
stuff all the time.
My days just kind of melt together. I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah?
forgot. Yeah. What
Oh,
about
yeah?
you?
The weekend I just worked. I mean, just practice comedy, shot
like the
shit,
the same stuff,
shot
right?
shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I just like to work. I enjoy
You love
working.
to work.
I enjoy
God,
what I do.
My
I
nose is
enjoy
running
this.
now.
Like everything
cold in
combined
here.
to including your storefront, all that stuff, right?
Everything. I don't really do the store thing. I just own it. But so when other
That's
people,
how you
other
do
people
it.
run it, I don't.
So smart.
I don't want to give. I just need it. I just use it for income. You know?
So you
But
can focus on what you really want.
yeah. I mean,
What advice would you give people that wants to be an entrepreneur? Because that's what you
Oh.
all are in a way.
always do what you love or at least like, because then you have it's just the motivation's easier to find to go do it. You know what I mean? I believe that once you have an idea, you should set up the discipline right away. If you have an idea that you want to do, be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do it every day at 8, whatever. Because if you don't, if you try to set up that discipline 6 months later, the motivation's not there.
Yeah.
It's almost the passion's gone.
Yep.
So as soon as the passion is high, set up the motion, set up the
motion.
discipline right away. Because just whatever, and do what you like. Do the things that you like. I like clothes, so I have a clothing store. You know what I mean? I like hats.
Yeah.
Just so I sell hats in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? I sell whatever. You know what I mean? I sell stuff I like. You know what I mean? That I
Right.
personally have myself. You know what I mean? So then
Yeah.
it's still a part of you. You know? And doing the comedy, the open mic, just to always have a secure place to work and
Yeah.
do podcasts, to shoot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brilliant.
I guess I looked at it as I just want to do
brilliant.
shit.
Yeah, do shit. And
And you
you're
just did
doing
it
it
'cause you
though. You're
wanted
not
to,
just
right?
saying
I
it.
just want to do it.
You
You have to do it. You have to do it
A
because
lot of people just talk shit, don't do shit.
you know what they say? They say the discipline hurts. That you just have to go to force yourself to do it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard, but they said that costs you ounces. Regret costs you tons.
Oh, I like that. You're
You know what I
such a, you're like a Confucius or something. You'll be
thank
throwing
you.
out fun. I don't give my power away. I don't let that affect me.
I've read over probably over 100 books on that kind of stuff.
That's
what I mean?
great. I did that too for a long time,
Yeah,
like
'cause you're
in
big
my
on energy.
20s.
Yeah, energy
Yes,
is very
energy.
important to me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very,
Yes.
very important,
Very important.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's scary because you have to be, you know where you are by what you see. You know what I mean? If you see negative shit, you're in a negative place because that's what you're seeing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you walk,
Yeah.
I noticed
Yeah.
that. Like I've seen two people walk into a place. One's in a good mood. One's in a bad mood. The one's in a good mood is always gonna walk towards the
Yeah.
place that makes you that makes you happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pissed off one
Success.
goes
Yeah.
to like the bathroom has to stand in
Yeah, all
line.
the
You know what I mean?
shit.
Or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe your exterior world is always a mirror of your interior world. Always.
Totally.
Whatever goes on here is
Totally.
it's a mirror. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
assess.
What's your favorite book
I don't have a particular favorite
of
book.
those? Do you read those books too?
Yeah, I read those also.
You
I like.
know what
uh,
I'm saying?
Where's the seal? I like the war, the war of art,
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I read that too
which
long
is
ago.
by Stephen Pressfield. Yeah, that one really changed my life.
Oh,
Yeah. So that one's just about like breaking past your mental barriers and creating, just forcing yourself to do it. And on the other side of pain is the freedom, right? That type of shit. And then the other one that I really love is The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene.
oh, I
That
like
book
Robert
got me
Greene.
through my
Greene's
first
dope.
year. Yeah,
Oh.
of my first year of stand up, literally.
Oh,
Yeah, because I kept blaming everything around me, and then but that book really taught me the true meaning of how humans really are at the core, and that humans have not changed for centuries.
what's the book
Same as
name?
The Laws of Human Nature.
Okay.
So those two books combined are the reason why I'm here today, still
of
doing this
Human
shit. And
I
yeah.
read that one book, Laws of Seduction by Robert Greene. I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
let
that's a
me
little
read
different.
this.
I have that too. But Mastery by him is also very good as well. Yeah.
We got some bookworms. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking like this. After I interviewed or we did the podcast with Shang, I just started. I don't know why, but oh, let's talk about Chrissy Teigen. We're just talking about trending topics. She was bullying, that girl. Do you guys know anything about it?
No.
That she's trending right now on Twitter. Paul knows. Paul knows. What's up? Tell them. They don't know what's going on. Apparently, she bullied some 16-year-old, right? But she was
She's a
24.
bully. Thank
She was
you.
the bully.
Clarifying.
She was 24, 25 when she
Oh,
did
is this
that.
like an old thing that
Yeah,
happened?
and then Candace, what's that good lady? She's black. She's like
Candace?
Candace.
Owens?
Yeah, she's like talking. I just saw her do an IG live about her. Yeah, she's saying that she bullied. Well, apparently I guess she tweeted that that girl should kill herself or something, right?
She killed herself.
Yeah, but she didn't. But now the tweets are out. Like it's crazy. Like she's apologizing. I mean, she was 20 something. I mean, maybe you shouldn't have tweeted it, but I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean,
She's getting a lot of shit for it. She said she might move
If you did it
away.
at the age of 24, you're still kind of a little too old to be doing that shit to a 16-year-old. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
But I don't know how. I didn't see the tweet, but I
don't know,
think
man.
it's
Honestly,
kill
like
yourself.
it's exhausting me to try to think about it.
I know,
You know
right?
what I mean? Like I don't
Because you
even
don't
care.
think about that
I just
shit.
don't care.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
why
trying
do,
to join. You know, I'm
but
just
why
trying
do
to like
people
add.
care
care.
so much?
Yeah.
Why do people
because
care so much?
Their own lives are so empty. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, people are throwing so much fuel
it's
into it.
It's either their lives are so empty or it's what they see in themselves. They see the ugly in themselves and they see the ugly out there. Like you don't know what a good lacrosse player. Do you watch lacrosse?
No.
You don't know how to recognize a good lacrosse player. You know why? Because you don't know lacrosse.
They're white.
Yeah.
I think
You
they're
don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can only recognize what you know.
True.
You know what I mean? What's inside of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I act
Yeah.
a certain way, if I'm sad from losing a badminton contest, you can't relate. You know what I'm saying? But when you see somebody like, oh yeah, that behavior, it's inside of me, and they hate it because they hate it within themselves.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I
I,
mean?
I like Chrissy. I just feel, I don't know. I feel like she's one of us. You know, like I feel like there must be a context why she tweeted. I'm trying to make excuses for her. but-
I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
to be honest with you, 'cause
yeah, I
like,
don't even think about it. But my friend texted me all these ideas to ask you guys. So I'm like, okay, I'll throw one out. Chrissy Teigen. Because I guess apparently all the millennials are going nuts off on this shit.
I think in this case, I believe almost every case, the person should be forgiven. 'Cause I
Yeah.
believe in forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that people people make mistakes. Okay, there's a
Yeah.
few like you molested a kid. All right, you gotta go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
you
gotta go.
Exceptions. But like I believe 99% this cancel culture is just stupid.
Yes.
Because you've made the
Yes.
same mistake.
Yes.
You've
Yes.
the people that are canceling you yourself have done shit that
Shit.
you would be canceled for
Yeah.
if you were relevant, if you were important. You know what I mean?
True.
But but so it's
Yeah,
hypocritical.
I hate it.
You know what I mean? I believe in forgiveness and giving people a chance. Not necessarily I might not hang around with you. You know, because I know
Yeah.
you do this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But
But
hey,
Like everybody deserves a chance at life at the end of the day.
yeah.
everyone deserves
Forgiveness is
to be
so
forgived.
important.
Everyone deserves to be forgived. I mean, if they really genuinely are
Remorseful.
sorry, yeah. If it's genuine, it should. Oh,
Some people are not.
Someone should always be forgiven. You know, I believe 100% of the
Because
time.
it takes more energy to hold the grudge than to
Much more.
actually
It kills
forgive.
you. To
Yeah, it
not
kills you
forgive,
more than
know?
the
It's
person.
like drinking poison.
Paul's like, yep, I know all about forgiveness. Yep. I don't know why I have that
Yeah.
redneck.
And if we want to keep
accent
in
right now.
and hold the grudge because we feel like that empowers us, you know, like we can do it for a long
Yeah, like,
time.
ooh,
'Cause
you can't
I've
do
done
it to
that.
me.
Like I've done that,
Ooh.
and I felt like I was like literally, I thought I was hurting them by doing that. I think of them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm.
Yeah, but they don't give a fuck about
No,
you.
nobody knows because
They're
it's in
not
my
even
fucking
thinking
head.
about you.
I'm not
Yeah.
Professor Xavier. I can't blow brains up, you know. And I just feel like shit all day, and my heart's palpitating.
Oh, palpitating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like your attitude, Dante.
It takes work.
It's very rare that I hear an Asian guy like what we talk about all the on your podcast,
Mm-hmm.
the set breaker. Like we talked about all that shit that we did. You guys have to listen. It's episode 63. 63. But like rare to me, an Asian man to talk that way, like forgiveness. Because usually, like the Asian men I grow up around, it's like no, you know, like fuck them. Like yeah.
No, it's cool. It's
It's
crazy.
kind of refreshing.
My family has turned like this
Oh, that's great.
from watching me.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean?
great. See, maybe.
Oh, so you
just
dictated
you.
the direction of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Wow.
I found
Wow.
like honestly, I just did research and I realized at first it came from a very selfish place where I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be something special in this world,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I studied successful people, and I realized like what do they have in common? So maybe they were so different. Some people were dumb, even. Some people were intelligent. Some people came from money. Whatever. Every case was different on why people were successful. But this is the one trait that I kept repeatedly see. This is how they had a way of thinking, a certain way of thinking that I saw to be the most common thing. So
Yeah.
I wanted to be. So I would just try to emulate it, you
Yeah.
know. And eventually, like my family was like, "Wow, it's really just changed you as a person." And how you are. I used to be like, I used to go to jail. You know, I've been in jail. I used to
You
be
used
just
to go to
crazy,
jail for
you know.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fun, but I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I was into.
You've seen the dark
expelled.
side.
I was in the dark places. Once I found this, it kind of just
Yeah.
you kind of just realize not only in order to be, it's you just make yourself better. You're becoming better. You know what I mean? You realize. Stop focusing on the world. Stop focusing on this person in my life to change and
Yeah.
act the way I want them to change.
Yes.
Focus on me and let me
Yes.
continue to heal and become better, be stronger, realign
Yeah.
who I am. And then for some reason and then it makes them do it. It's caused me and my woman, we argue like once a year, maybe.
That's
You know what I mean?
great.
Because once you do it,
Yes.
they do it. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you don't be like, hey, why don't you do this? I don't
Yeah.
make me happy if you keep doing
Yeah.
this. Cut all
Yeah.
that out and be like,
Yeah.
what do I need to do to be better? When two people, because once one person does the other person, it's always a mirror thing, especially if you're
Right.
around somebody a lot. And
Yeah.
then once you do it, it's like it's such a
Yeah.
peaceful journey and a
Yeah.
happy journey. You get excited every time, like you go to the bathroom and see that person again. You're happy. You're excited.
Yeah.
It still feels new. and because you're
that's
always
great.
present. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I gotta say it's been one of the greatest, and my
I'm
family's
starting
like
to
that.
do that.
Well, I mean, you know what I heard the thing is just say you do it now. Now.
Oh
You-
yeah, I'm
it's
doing
not-
it.
I'm just like,
I've
I'm
been
starting to
doing
do
it lately.
I'm doing
more.
it now.
Like
Yeah.
I'm more aware lately, especially with my husband. I'm just like, oh, I'll just chill. I'm just gonna. I've decided I'm just gonna be happy. I'm just gonna be whatever. I'm not gonna let whatever affect me as much. I'm just. Life is short, you know. Like people, I just heard someone's cousin died 23 years old, just dropped dead. Like you know, like life is so short. Like you know, I just feel like oh, I cannot change people. You know, you just gotta change yourself if you want change and just be happy.
Yeah,
and
it's
once
like-
you're happy, you're infectious.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Which is what he did, right? Just kind of by leading by example. You can literally train
Yeah.
the people around you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just kind of like.
Well,
it's
they'll
the-
see
yeah.
you how you change.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
They'll be like, wow, you changed. I'm gonna do it too. My
Yeah.
mom is like she's probably Christian, just like your family,
Yeah.
right? Is a super Christian. Goes and talks about Jesus to as much as she can every single day. Like you know what I mean? And for that's a stubborn. Usually people like that are very stubborn. You know, older Korean woman. You know what I mean? And has that at. But as she saw the change, and she was like, man. Tell me about this stuff. She has a book about it, you know, she's reads,
wow.
but she believes that it's all in the Bible though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Isn't
It's
that all
just,
in the Bible?
it just, you don't, it's not zeroed in. It just basically zeroing in on faith and peace and joy. You know what I mean? Like where you just live in that state, you know, the Bible always says, always be happy and joyful and
Yeah.
grateful and
and
you know,
forgive
and
freely,
forgiving.
easily, and you know, when you feel weak, you're actually powerful because
Yeah.
you
So
give
she-
it up.
So she probably feels like you're kind of like living, like the life of Jesus in a sense, in her eyes, in a way, in terms of the energy
She
and the way you
thinks
view the world.
You got like sometimes it's gotten to
Kinda,
the
right?
point. I'm not gonna lie, it's gotten to the point with them because I told you how my family is. They're really cool
Yeah.
and loving and supportive. So like honestly, I don't even know like they're just they think say like I'm like like Jesus like. You know that I've accomplished so
Dante
much.
Jesus.
They're so proud and they're so happy and so excited all the time. And in my head, I'm just starting. You know what I mean? Like what I think. You know what I mean? What I wanted to become. But they're very. It's more so just not just the financial stability. They're more about the spiritual aspect of it. You know what I mean? That's what they're so happy of. You know what I mean? Because you know I used to always be enraged, but I'm always at peace. You know, you ever see you met somebody that's always pissed? Is always like trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
pick a fight and always just confrontation. I was like that.
Wow.
Just to be like to change and to be like just
Oh wow.
and to be like loving and giving and care for people and
When was
the-
that?
I don't know. I think around my mid 20s I found this girl that I just whatever with
That you're
told me-
having sex
whatever.
with?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. She was very aggressive. And anyways, but she told me about this. You know what I mean? I started reading on it and got me interested in it. And then when you slowly started to change. Maybe like 3 to 4 years ago, I started taking it dead serious. Like living and breathing it. And it really does miraculously change your life. Like before this, I never really I was never stable. You know, I started creating financial stability, being more happy, being more grounded, just growing as a person. Yeah, I don't know. Without it, I don't know where I would be. You know, I don't know. I was on drugs. You know what I mean? Like almost any drug you could think of. You know, it's weird. You just don't realize you don't need shit.
Yeah, you don't.
You really don't. You thought you did.
Build your own prison,
Yeah.
you know? If you don't deal with your shit.
Yeah. You just trust, and you have to. Big thing is you have to forgive yourself.
Forgive is a huge
Yourself.
thing. Yeah.
Yourself.
That
Really
is
hard to
the
do.
biggest thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
no
more.
lie. You almost have to like just treat it like it's okay. Someone said this. I believe in energy, right? He says, what's this one guy? He says, you're punished, not for your sins. You're punished by your sins. So you're not actually punished by the act. You're punished by your thoughts and the guilt about it. You know what I mean? So I realize this. If you drop it, if you say, you know what, shit happens. I'm aware that I need to be better. Let me just do the good. It just kind of just goes
Yeah.
under the rug and goes away. It's weird. You just can't beat yourself up about your fuck ups. It does
Yeah.
nothing. It does nothing but
Yes.
just hurt you.
Yes.
All this is make you feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do because someone says, well, shouldn't you think about it and not do it next time? For what? You're aware of it already. You're aware that that's bad. And you already, you know what I mean? And I believe the more you think about it, you will repeat it because that's the energy you're in. You know what I mean?
Because you're obsessed about it.
Yeah,
Just like
it's,
people try to lose weight. They keep
and
thinking,
you feel like
counting.
that's like
they
the only
keep,
option you got right
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's called addiction. Like you keep obsessing over all that.
definitely. Yeah.
That's so interesting you're saying that. I just had a conversation with someone last week about it. And I was like, I'm just giving myself a hard time over all that shit that I don't. Guilt is so. It's like you don't have to make yourself guilty. You know, you
No.
don't have to punish yourself. You don't
No.
have to keep thinking the shit that you think in your brain. You can be happy.
Yeah.
Just choose the thought. The fact that we can be aware is already a big step.
When you're
you know?
aware, it's much better.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I realize it. So I did study on the I studied like this guy this guy who studies on the brain. So our brains, right? Our conscious brains are like 40 gigabytes. Our subconscious mind, the part that brushes your teeth and drives the program, that's like 40 million. So it's that much stronger than this brain. And it creates it runs 95% of our life. So what that is like when you're not aware, you go back to the old thinking because you're that part of your brain is so powerful. It's already programmed. It's like a loop. You know what I mean? So you have to break the loop, and then you have to
Rewire it.
Still stay
Retrain it.
so aware of this new way. Eventually, it's gonna get reprogrammed. It's like that part of your brain. It's not creative. It's not conscious. It doesn't know good or bad. It's kind of like if you water flowers, the flowers go, the weeds grow. You can't. It does it doesn't differentiate. Okay, it doesn't know. Oh, the weeds are bad. It doesn't know that. So that part of your brain does not know what's bad. It just very powerful. It's almost like neutral. It just does what you give it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Or, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about when you play like a fighting game like Tekken, and you can button mash, and you might win, but if you actually intentionally do combos and shit, you can win.
Yeah. You could whip some ass.
Yeah, you can fuck some shit
Piss
up.
people off. You make the other dude break the controller and shit.
Yeah. You keep doing that move. It's like, because I know I'm doing that move.
Yeah.
But you're doing your move because that's all you know.
Yeah.
You're smashing shit.
Yeah.
That's
Very, very
enlightening.
true.
That's some deep
Yeah.
shit.
You know what? They should pay for this one.
I know.
This one should be like $80.
Yes.
This one
we
could
will.
change your motherfucking life.
Yes.
You
We're
know.
here to change your mother.
I want to do a podcast about just that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very
I
into
love that
this
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
I've read so many self-help books. I'm reading this new one called Turn Your Tears into Healing or something. Marianne Williamson. She's great. The Course in Miracles. Have you read about it?
No, not that.
Oh, it's great. I think she was running for president like last term, but she
Yeah.
didn't win, obviously. But yeah, I've been reading that. I've been trying to heal myself because I had the autoimmune disease too. So that I really believe mind, body, spiritual connection. That really creates your life. What do you think, Mike?
Yes.
About what?
About everything. Because I know you've overcome like your dad and
Yeah. I
and
mean, I
being
used to be very
depressed or
negative and angry.
suicidal.
As well. I used to just get mad at all my friends. I used to get mad at the world. I used to just feel like my brain would imagine that people. I'd walk around. I would think I would get stabbed or jumped or just
Oh,
and
shit.
I would just like constantly 24/7. And then I read a lot of. Here's the thing, people think self-help books are bullshit and they think it's like wacky, like quacky shit. But that stuff is legitimate.
But
Like
there's a reason why it exists.
Yes.
Yeah.
It helps if you let it.
Yes.
exactly,
You know what I mean?
It
exactly.
helps
If you see the
if
ones
you
that are
let
talking
it.
shit are the ones that are judging it and saying like,
Yeah.
oh, how can that work like that? Yeah, you can't apply that to real life.
Because
said
they
this to
feel so
somebody earlier.
comfortable in that vicious cycle.
I need to ask you this: have you ever met anyone that makes fun of it in a
Yeah.
good place?
No,
Never.
no.
Never.
That's such
I was
a
the
good
only one
point.
doing that
It's
shit.
never.
I was so
They're
desperate.
always miserable, like
They
fucks.
are.
You know what I mean?
They want to
Or
stay in the same
They're
fucking
very
place.
lost.
Yeah.
They're very lost. They're on drugs. Something. They're
Facts.
like, oh yeah, we can't just do it from a. Hey, you got to give it a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I believe in giving almost everything a chance, like just about everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once you know, you know. You know
Yeah, you got to give everything a chance.
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Everything, huh?
Everything.
You've been ass licking. Everything.
That was scarier.
Yes, it's scary.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I do this for my son. I'm like, you better brush your teeth. I'm gonna fucking kill you. No, I didn't. But sometimes I get so mad.
All
Like
right,
I
all
know
right,
it's
all right.
bad parenting, but I'm like, you better fucking do your shit right now, boy. Like I'm, I mean, I watched my ex-husband's he's black and his sister train the little nephew. She yank him. She'd be like, boy, you better fucking sit your ass down. I'm gonna fucking You know, that's my first experience of how to parent, and it worked. That little boy Jeremiah, he's great. He's so good, obedient. He's so good. And
He's
so
gonna act out later though.
You think so?
No,
I don't
I
know.
know so, 'cause
but
that-
she's very sweet to him. They're super close when they're normal.
Yeah, but as he grows up, as he becomes
think
a
so?
man, all that shit.
Paul's like, yeah, that's
he's
not good.
like that type of. When you train
yeah?
a kid to be like that, especially a boy, then when he becomes a man, he's gonna have a hard time being assertive, be speaking his mind because he's been trained to like fuck, and then he's gonna do it can turn into some really weird shit. It can.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know how he turned out now. It was like
Yeah.
10 years ago.
I'm not saying it's like a permanent thing, but
I hope not.
It does
Shit.
really affect.
But I
Their
think that's the
brainware.
culture too, right? Like black families, like that's how they. Well, that's how my black family was parenting.
I don't know.
Like my ex would be like, "Shit, my mama
Yeah.
would whoop my ass," and all my black friends they'd be like, "Yeah, we
Yeah.
get fucking whooped."
Well, I mean,
I don't
Asians
get
whoop
shit.
the fuck.
But
got my ass
I think
whooped.
it's a different type of. It's the words that the mama use. Like from what I hear from my black friends, they're like, "Yeah."
It depends on.
But you got a lot of black
Yeah,
friends.
I would say this. I've known black people that were like in the hood,
Yeah.
and I had black friends that were actually know some of the richest black people in the world. It's like weird. I know the whole thing.
Spectrum.
And yeah, and the richest, and the it's weird. The richest ones, they're all. It's all my
Chill.
class. Sometimes they were all nice. They're all showed love.
Oh.
Both, you know what I mean. But the
Ah.
ones, if you're
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
hood,
yeah.
it's frustrating. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
guess to them, I don't know what
Hood
it's
or
like.
middle class
Yeah,
is
so I've seen that where, and I've also seen I've seen actually good situations in the hood, but I would say the majority of the bad ones, they're always usually in the hood. You don't ever meet like, oh, they're so great, but they're so abusive. Yeah, they're so well, they're doing so well in life. The family's so, they're wealthy, they're successful, but they're so super abusive and crazy. No, it's not like that. Usually, like, it's the person, the dad works at fucking Jack in the Box and he's mad. You know what I mean? Or whatever. He's a security guard.
But
and
she
works
does
at Jack in
it.
the
She
Box,
does it
you
very
know?
endearingly. I'm like, it's almost comical, but it works with him. But that's the first moments of parenting I saw. But people are like, oh, you're so lenient with your son. You should. I'm trying to let him explore, because I think about what we thought, like how my parents were with my brothers too and me. Like I don't want to do the same thing.
The Asian
know?
parents are crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy.
Like my parents
But
are cool,
that's why they
but-
got treated that way by their parents, and it's already more lenient the way they're doing. So they're like, I couldn't even ask for 5 cents. I would get fucking kicked out.
No,
I'm
that's
just
how
whooping
I
you.
felt. Like my dad would get mad at me for asking if he could help me download a song, and he'd scream at me, or like I'd be like 6, and then he'd like kick me on the floor,
Oh my
and then
God,
tell me
he
to
kicked you?
Yeah, he'd like throw me on the floor, and then drag me by my arm,
Damn.
and I'm like ah, and he'd say
rough.
get up, and I'd be like okay, I get up, and then he kicks me down again and tells
You're
me to get me.
6?
I'm like 6, yeah. He did that
Damn.
like it's fucked up.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary.
That is scary. And you forgave him. You
Yeah.
forgave
I mean,
him
I had
for
no choice.
all that. No choice, right? Like
Yeah.
what we talked
Because
about.
I mean,
No,
'cause one, we won.
you always have a choice.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I
could
had no choice
hold-
because he died like 10 years ago. And I was so miserable. I was like, I need to get
No,
happy.
but you could still. There's people that hold on to grudges even
Yeah,
after death.
I held it for
Forever.
8 years,
Yeah.
dude. And then
Damn.
that led to some fucked up shit to where I realized, wait a minute. Because every time something would go wrong, I'd be like, it's fucking dad's fault, Because if he didn't do this when I was a kid, I'd be more confident here and I'd be able to do this and that. I would do that like, all these
When they
channels
take
and shit.
it's enlightening when you take the responsibility on yourself.
That's what I did. I
Right.
decided to hold myself accountable because I'm like, how ridiculous is it that I keep blaming somebody that died 8 years ago for right now? That makes
wow.
absolutely no fucking sense. As like logical as it is, it's like, well, it's childhood trauma. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But as an adult,
Yeah.
no matter how fucked up it is, at the end of the day, it really is up to us because you don't
Yeah.
have a fucking choice.
You have to digest it and, let
Seems
it
like-
go through you.
Seems like most Asian trauma, at least Asian American trauma, comes from a parent of the same sex.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you had any of that
Yeah, I mean,
with your dad?
I think, me and my dad, it was like he just wasn't around. You know what I mean? And but we, was he
busy doing missionary
physically-
work?
No, he wasn't a church dude. He was more, party animal, and he liked we got in a lot of fights. We got in physical fights because I would fight him because you got to stay like I grew up around like
Uh-huh.
black dudes and
Uh-huh.
I used to we used to always fist fight with each other. You know, like literally just fist fight, hit each other like as kids, like to make each other tough. And then like so my dad, I would literally just try to fight him. And then like it's weird. Once I started like beating him up, I started winning the fights.
Oh,
I just stopped. I was just like, I'm winning now, so fuck it. That's all the only point I need to get to. No, I was mad at him too. Sometimes I wouldn't see him for years. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He would just disappear and shit. And I knew that's where, I had to go. I had to forgive him. And
You
love
turned
him.
out really well, considering that.
Yeah, whatever. Because you can't blame him.
Yep.
It's on
can't.
you. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out. You
Yeah.
can't say,
Yeah.
oh, it's someone else's fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I
Yeah.
believe 98% of this life is all how you react to the blows. You know what I mean? That makes you who you are. How you react to the blows,
Yeah.
to the pain, to where someone else their life crumbles, and you could just come and say, nah, that's not gonna do me. That's not me. That's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna overcome, and I'm gonna make my own path. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like you just have to have that determination.
That mentality.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's like now that I'm a mom, like I used to blame my mom or my dad for shit. But now that I'm a mom, the other day I was just like, oh man, my mom, she's been through so much. Like even when her and my dad wasn't getting along, she stayed because of us. Like I would do that if anything, doesn't work out with my husband. I would stay just to be there for my kid. Like and then that moment I teared up. I was just driving the other day. I was like, now I understand. Like maybe that's why she's so bitchy and annoyed, because she fucking don't want to be there, but she has to be there because she loves us. And I couldn't understand that when I was 20,
won't.
25.
You don't.
Until you're a parent,
You don't.
you don't know.
That's like how do
There's
you?
so much
understand?
love. Like, there's so much love once you become a parent. Like you just don't. I look at my little boy and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to fuck you up. But I probably am already, but I'll try my best not to fuck you up too much, just a little bit, but not too much. Like I let him do what he wants. I know I'm putting boundaries, but I'm also just letting him explore. I don't want him to be afraid of himself, because the Asian man is the thing about expressing your emotions. I'm like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. My husband way is like, shut up. Or, like that's how he was taught and I was taught. Like, don't cry, don't show, don't. But I'm trying to show him that it's okay and validate it. All those self-help books help, validate that it's okay. You have feelings. That's normal. I wish I had those tools, because it took me fucking 20 years reading all those books and having 2 autoimmune disease, 9 packs of blood transfusion, and all this fucking binge eating, smoking, or whatever the fuck I was doing, running away to figure out all that and the only thing is, because I don't like to drink because it makes me red. I don't like to smoke or overeat because it makes me feel like I'm in prison.
Wait.
I don't like doing sex either, or drugs, because I feel like I'm a bound to. I don't like to be bound to anything. So I became really like devout, like into reading my Bible for a long time.
The only reason you don't like to drink is because you don't want your face to be red.
Yeah, and then it'll give me fucking. That's all you got out of that shit. Yeah, I don't want wrinkles. Look at this face. Like I put a lot of cream on it. Yeah, I don't want to get wrinkles and like make myself look like shit and dehydrate myself, because that's what alcohol does.
Okay, no, I get that, but I just
You know what I mean?
I thought you just
my
don't want
face
the red.
get red, and then it puffs up, and then you get wrinkles if you drink too much.
No, that's
yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah, the wrinkles.
Yeah, but that's a big reason. But I just don't like to be bound by anything, anybody. Even it's good. Like when we don't get along, I know you're in a long marriage, so sometimes things, you guys are happy. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, and sometimes it's just like, oh, we would just fight, and it's not easy.
It goes like this. It went like this for us, because at first first time, there's the happy time. You first meet, and all that time you get married, we're all happy, and then it becomes start living together. You're not used to living with this person, so you're figuring each other out. You do, and in that process, you are fighting. You know what I mean? Because you don't. This is uncomfortable. This is not normal yet. We used to be. It was bad. I don't know why. I like to blame myself. I think it was mostly me being just emotionally unstable,
Always
and
the
just I gotta blame. I think it was my fault. Mostly. I mean, she did some at some points too. But still, like
sure.
it was the point. Like I was talking about earlier, the moment I said, you know what? Let's stop. Let me just stop saying do this. Let me just work on me. If that went from literally fighting 300 days a year to 1. You know what I mean?
amazing.
It killed it
It's
by
amazing.
with more than 90. What a 90%.
I'm doing this with my husband now, and then it's like I'm just like, honey, relax. Life is short. And I'm just like, smile, enjoy your life. I'm like, I'm done being upset and feeling guilty for whatever shit that I didn't or what. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm doing stand up. I'm doing this with you guys. It's like life is good. My son's healthy. You know,
our
life
lives
is
are awesome.
good. Our life is so
We
good.
gotta do what we want to do.
Our lives are
You're a
awesome.
TikTok star, like you're fucking making your podcast. You're amazing. Like
Yeah.
you're fucking living it. I mean, what? Right? Like what?
No, I'm very grateful to be here and doing really what I want to do. Because I mean, if we all look back on just even maybe 10 years ago, we probably never would have imagined that we would be like here doing this and being able to express ourselves in the way we want to express ourselves and being like all right with ourselves, all right to really loving ourselves too.
Yeah.
And we should all love ourselves.
Yeah, I hug myself, you know. I'm like, good job, Kiki. Well done. I do. I have to. Like, because I used to be so hard on myself. I'm like, you're fat, you're fucking thick legs, you're fucking
fat?
square jaw, you're fucking chubby cheeks, you're fucking retard, stupid fuck. Like, I say such mean things to myself. I
read-
never say that anymore.
Yeah, good, because that's one of those things. Your inner voice is very important.
It's
what you say
very
to yourself.
important.
Should be
Girls,
your best friend.
yeah, you
Your own
should.
best
You would never
What's
say
wrong?
that.
There's nothing wrong with you.
My parents say a lot of shit to me.
I was like, man, she just sounds like an ugly person.
Yeah,
You know what I
very
mean?
ugly. That's why I felt ugly. Like my mom would tell me, your legs are too big. You know, don't wear heels. You look like a guy, or like, oh, you're getting chubby because I had the autoimmune and then I took steroids, so I looked bloated and I would get hives and they'd be like, I think she meant it out of love. You know, very direct. Like, oh, you better do the squat. Your ass is flabby or some shit. You know, you better keep your 21-inch waist. Better fucking tie it up. That's what I did. I would use a trainer and a belt and I would fucking tie that.
Oh, like
shit.
the Victorian times, like suck your
Yeah,
shit in.
yeah, did it for years. My waist was small for a long time, and I would obsess and be like, every food I'd be like, I can't eat another Costco cookie. I better eat 10 right now because next I will never have one again. Like that kind of dumb thinking. Like I can't believe I used to think the way I think. Like why did I? Who put me up there? Like I look in the mirror, I'm like, you're not fat. Like that's why I said on your podcast, I would never, if I catch myself calling myself stupid or something, I'm like, no, you're awesome. Like you have to say you're awesome. You're doing a great job. You're spreading joy. You're doing the best you can too. Like be forgiving. It doesn't mean that you're gonna slack off, but you just encouraging yourself.
It's crazy talk. All the stuff in you. That's
Crazy.
just so crazy.
It's so crazy that shit I used to think.
I mean,
I'm
that's just
like,
extreme. Like,
it
good
is
God.
fucking
No, but
extreme, dude.
I understand you because
Fucking
that's how I was thinking for like majority of my life. I'd be watching
I mean,
Netflix. I'm like,
all
you
this
fucking
too.
loser, you piece of shit. You,
yeah, it's
yeah.
horrible.
I was like, you should have killed yourself a year ago, you dumb bitch. And I'm watching a fucking like anime. Are you fucking loser?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like literally.
That tickled you, huh?
Like even I'm like, dude, did my dad ever die? These motherfuckers in my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just gotta let all that shit go, you know.
I don't know what this is off topic, but I just talking with my friend was like, we were kids. He was like, you just started knowing you could jerk off. And I remember one of my friends like, man, it's cool when I jerk off, but after you come, you feel like a loser.
It's like a high. Do you get it? Like
I get guilty after.
I get
sometimes.
that too. It's horrible.
I think it's like a sexual shame
not.
thing
You
or
should not.
something.
I should not.
No, fuck
I
no.
know.
You don't feel guilty ever?
No.
Used to, but I adjusted it with.
How did you change that?
Really.
Huh?
How did you
I
change
need
that?
to adjust
It's
that.
just very easy. Just be like, I deserve this.
Yeah, I deserve self-love. I deserve
See, you know what I do?
touch.
I do it. That's because you didn't get pussy in like a month, you fucking loser. Now you
Oh
gotta
my
jack
God,
off. If you stop
shit.
jacking off, then you can use that energy, transmute that to fucking aggression, kill it with what you do, and then
Oh my
take I like go through
Oh
this whole
my
fucking
God.
thing.
I think I'm just a freak. Because I had a time where
Yeah,
I literally,
a
I
little
remember,
bit.
this is, I think, my record in a day. I believe I had sex with when I was before marriage, I had sex with 4 different women on the same day. And I went home and jerked off again.
Wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
Wait,
You
how old
got
are you? How old
strong
are you?
sperm.
I don't know, 20s. Just on a lot of drugs.
That's still a
Yeah,
lot
a
though.
lot of
'Cause
drugs. Did you
I'm
shave
also
your
at 3.
dick though?
What?
Huh? Shave?
Like shaving.
You just, not
Because you
right,
fucking
yeah,
do
shave.
so
Oh,
much.
oh,
Shave,
chafing,
yeah.
chafing.
Chafing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, shit.
This happened a few times.
How long did it take for you to recover?
Sometimes it depends how bad the shaving is. You know?
Oh, I don't get that. I guess when you're on drugs, yeah, because it looks like it hurts, right?
Yeah.
Like
You don't even give a fuck when you're on drugs. So when you're on
shit.
certain drugs, you're just like,
fuck this
it.
dick.
You know, you know?
You know what I regret? All those years of doing drugs when I was just a virgin. I wish I knew what it was like to be fucking during those
drugs?
times because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just took drugs like a fucking loser. Just like, oh fuck yeah. Like I'll be on ecstasy peaking. I'm like, oh, I guess this is what sex is like. Like I would tell myself, like, oh, this is what it's like. Because you know when you're like peaking hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I used to do, and it used to work. Dead serious. I used to for those. See, you guys have to be more confident, right? You have to go outside. You have to drive around, or get someone to drive you if you're too fucking high, right? Pay somebody like, hey, buddy, I'll give you $20 driving around Hollywood. I feel like you could convince somebody to have sex with you. I didn't believe that. Like I would. It would be mean for me to say that to some funny looking dude or some guy with no personality. But you're funny.
Yes.
Not an ugly guy. So why not? It's literally. I would say if I went out 8 out of 10 times high, just driving around, because you I believe like attracts like. So you're gonna attract another person that does drugs. Eventually, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna be like, you got coke and you got this. All right, I'll come back to your house. You know what I mean? And that's it.
No,
Like
there's truth
attract
in
like.
that because I used to do that pickup shit. I used to approach like every girl that was remotely cute, and then eventually like somebody was willing to date. So like it's
You're
literally
a
a fucking.
catch. What do you mean somebody willing to
No, this was
date?
years ago. Like when I was trying to lose my virginity, I was like, dude,
Oh,
like
shit.
nobody wants to fuck me. I have to talk.
How old were you when you lost?
21.
Good for you.
See,
Wow.
That's why when he said, "Oh, I was 16," she licked my asshole. I was like, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I lost my virginity at 11.
What
Yeah.
the damn?
How the fuck you get it up at 11?
I don't know, man.
Did you hit puberty at 11?
It worked.
It worked.
It all worked.
How old was she? 30?
No. She was 13.
13.
Yeah, she was 13.
All right.
Man, you always banged the older chicks.
She fucked-
No, not always, but
For your
just-
age, older at
You
your
be
age.
fucking
The weird
since
thing
you was
is,
16.
the thing is, when I was 30, I was dating a 20-year-old. Like it all changed. It all depends. Like you know what I mean?
But
Like
when you were younger than 18, they were older than you.
sometimes, yeah. I think my coolest one was actually I think I was 19 at the time. I started dating a girl. Her ex-husband was a Raiders, played for the Raiders.
Huh.
You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of cool. But I think I was legal then though. I was 19, yeah, so that
So
didn't count.
she's dating somebody from the Raiders. A
No,
professional.
her ex-husband was a Raider.
Oh,
She already had a baby with him and everything.
Damn, she went from that. She was like, I want that young dick.
Yeah.
The weird thing
For
is this happened to
sure.
me like a few times now. I dated one of my ex-girlfriend's ex-husband was ex-boyfriend actually was a NFL quarterback, right? And I was like, God, this must be the sex is just as good, yeah. You know what I mean? I don't have the athleticism and the
Yeah,
size,
it's
and
fine.
the strength and the speed and the
Yeah. It depends the connection for
It was,
women.
it was
I
cool.
think.
She would send money. He would send her money still. She would be like, can you send me $30,000, $20,000? She would, and we would just go shopping and shit. It was so
Damn.
much fun.
Also, she was being
Fun.
sugar mama to you too.
Yeah, I mean, no, because she just had, not always, but those days.
When you were
Like,
around her,
yeah, like when she got some sucker dude to give her money, she'd be like, all
Why
right, let's
not?
go spend it. You know?
And I'm curious about. Okay, how were you talking to women then? Because I'm curious. Because I hear these stories and like I want to know what you did.
You know what? Just always, I notice this is works the best when you just make it seem all natural. Don't even almost
Yep.
have the woman thinking, does he like me? I don't know. It's fun to have.
Yes,
it, you
it's
know,
the best.
It's the best. You know what I mean?
See, he knows.
Yeah.
I always like to be guessing. I don't want to know for sure.
The
Don't
mystery.
be too available.
And
You
then
love the mystery.
don't be too available. And then
Don't be too available.
always attract women like this. Don't tap them from the back. Don't face them. Don't walk to them forward. Try to pull up beside them. Right? Because it's comfortable. Because this is comfortable. Right? Straight up, it's too nerve wracking. Coming
Yeah.
from the back, it's like, oh, you
Ugh.
just scared
Murder.
me.
Yep.
It's
Murder.
scary.
You murder.
So sideways, it just be like just small conversation. Get them talking. You know what I mean? Make them laugh. Make them
Make
laugh. It's
them
pretty
laugh
much over.
is the best.
It's pretty much over. You
Make
know what I
them
mean?
laugh is over. That's why you're a
Yeah,
comedian.
like no, yeah.
No, I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
It's over. But just be. I feel like be
Be you.
the best version of you for that. You know what I mean? But it don't, because like once,
But don't care too much either.
no, never.
Just like what? She don't get too bad for you. You got
Well,
lining them.
But I noticed this. So be also, but be if something happens, or be a superhero. Like if there's like if someone tries to fuck with them, you know, be like, what? You know what I mean? Like if you do that not caring, but if someone messes them, and something happens to disrespect, because it happened a few times when a woman, some ex or some guy that she rejected as being a dick. Make that dude look like the biggest pussy. Make him feel like a pussy. Yeah. That girl would do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck you want.
Because you are now the alpha.
Yeah, you know, first you show your because I think about me, I have a friendly look. It seems so I don't look like I'll go on you. You know what I mean? Especially back then, but back then I would fight all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whatever. So if you like kind of like make a woman feel protected and that you don't like, and you make them laugh, she will do whatever you want.
She will let you
What
lick
if
her
you
asshole.
get beat up,
Huh?
but you still stood up for her? What if you get beat up?
I don't know, man. I have a good sense that.
Oh, you can tell because you choose wisely, like how to, right?
I don't know, man.
How
Usually,
to- with the
because
altercation?
usually a dude, it's never happened because I'm gonna tell you why. Usually, a dude that's disrespecting a woman like that, like that you don't even know or whatever, you shouldn't anyway. They're already weak
True.
because you're doing that to a woman. You're not doing it to me.
Yeah.
You're not doing it to a man. You're doing it to a woman, and
Yeah,
you think
they're weak.
and then now you made a mistake of thinking I'm not gonna do nothing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you make a woman feel like, oh yeah,
You should be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
you're so sweet. I would just
My
suck
hero.
your dick.
yeah. You do feel like you're like, yeah.
Yeah, and then you act like nonchalant about it.
No,
I
it's
just-
it's like nothing. You know what I mean? Like whatever, man. That's the best.
That is just my integrity. Like that's I like it when I see the guy has integrity. Like they have like what you said. You won't let someone get beat over. You stand up for me. That's a huge thing.
Yeah,
And they're
stand up.
smart.
And that you treat other people nice. Like I hate it when guys we go dinner and they're assholes to the server.
Yeah, I
There's
hate that.
nothing
That's a huge
worse
red
than
flag
that.
on
There's
every.
nothing
yeah,
worse
every
than
front.
that. Like really asshole.
But also
like,
but also stand up and act when it's necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
and
those
have a-
qualities, just and then women will just
which you have
yeah.
all of those. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, let's play a game. Do you have any words you want to share with our audience
Words.
before I do this game?
Man, just stop giving a fuck, cause
Stop
you know,
giving a
like
fuck.
I'm good at that, but I'm bad at that at the same time. So there'll be periods where I care too much, and I'm making shit up in my head about what people may be thinking, and just it fucks me
interesting.
up, and it leads to a bunch of other crazy thoughts, and then my whole world is there's like a cloud. I'm in a cloud, even though it's sunny outside.
But you're aware now.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's less-
so
less
most of the
time
time I'm
you
aware,
spend
but
there
there's
now.
times I get lost in it. If you get lost in it, it's okay. It's okay to have those dips. So I actually just came out of it maybe like 2 days ago.
Shit.
Yeah. So even like so the times I've been seeing you guys, I didn't realize I was so kind of gone. But like I'd have to like force a smile, and it didn't feel right. I was like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with me? But now
Nothing's
I'm
wrong with
feeling.
you.
Do you still do drugs still? No.
I quit drugs like 10 years ago. Yeah.
That's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, I did smoke weed here and there once in a while, but not much at all during those 10 years. Like, yeah, maybe less than 10 times.
Weed will fuck your life up though. You know
It
what
did.
I mean?
I was smoking from morning till night. I didn't do
Damn.
shit. And when I'd sober up, all of a sudden, every emotion, it would keep compounding. Every time I got sober, I'd feel it more and more and more. And I'm like, fuck, no, I can't. No. And I couldn't breathe. You know?
Shit.
So the lesson is don't smoke too much weed.
Well, don't smoke weed to escape shit.
Yeah.
Like, actually do the shit that you need
So
to do.
when do
and then smoke
you
if you need to smoke, huh?
So smoke to what? Relax?
I don't smoke now at all.
So you smoke to relax or
I don't
just
know.
for fun?
It's
or you
weird.
like
It's almost
the
a
taste?
part of my like
Yeah,
my
I
DNA.
can't even
almost.
tell you're like high.
Yeah.
I smoke weed like every day.
Like air.
Yeah, like every day.
It's just
But not as much as I used to, but still every day, like a few times, like 1 or 2 times.
yeah. So you just function like you're high functioning
Yeah.
at that,
High
so it doesn't even
functioning.
really
I
matter.
think when
right?
I was a kid, I did so many drugs that like I've driven off, like I think been drunk, PCP, weed, all at the same
Oh,
time.
wow.
That's
Been driving.
fucking crazy.
So like later, it's like once you've done that, you could drive. You know what I mean? Off just weed or alcohol. You know what I mean? I don't know. You shouldn't. Don't just do that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
don't do that, kids.
I've done it, and yeah, it's
Only
not good.
Dante can do that.
No,
so how
Dante
do you
shouldn't
guys
do
de-stress? How you de-stress?
I like to exercise.
You
I like to go
exercise?
for walks outside in the sun because when I walk on a treadmill, I feel off balance. It doesn't feel right, and I feel trapped still. So the bigger if there's no like containment, physical structure, then
Yeah,
I feel more
I
free.
like that too.
And then just drinking like a shit ton of water. Like George St. Pierre, GSP. I heard this on Joe
Oh.
Rogan's podcast. He said that he learned from some psychiatrist, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you feel anxiety, you just start drinking water.
Huh.
So I would do that, especially during lockdown.
Huh.
I felt a shit ton of anxiety because I couldn't go out, do nothing. I would chug like a
Oh.
gallon to a gallon and a half a day, and I'd feel like a way better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every time I was like, oh, what the fuck? I
Oh.
would just chug, and I'm like, dude, I'm good.
Oh, that's great. Water is the best. How do you de-stress?
Few different ways. Sexually.
He knows.
Meditate.
Uh-huh.
A good one I think is help somebody. Just go help somebody.
Yeah.
Just go help somebody. Focus on the present moment. You know what I mean? Just do something in front of you. Just productive.
Yeah.
There's always something to do. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
So those are usually I go
Yeah.
to. Call somebody I really love.
Oh,
Talk to
that's a
somebody I
good
love.
one.
You know what I
That's
mean?
a good one. All right, we'll wrap it up. Okay, we'll just do some word association. Did it? Oh, maybe the battery ran out. Word association. Let me think of a word. Child abuse.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
That wasn't planned. You just came with child abuse?
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
were talking about, parents and shit.
I thought we were going positive, and they're like child abuse.
There's nothing negative about
Molestation.
it. If we,
Oh, that's pretty negative.
Yeah, it
I would
is.
say
I
that's
mean-
pretty negative.
well, what do you think about it when you hear child abuse?
I mean, I don't feel good.
You don't feel good. Well,
I feel bad for the kid because he doesn't know what it's coming from. He doesn't understand whatsoever, and the parent shouldn't be a
can't hear
parent.
anything.
They weren't ready.
Yeah.
It's like a person that never got the job. You know?
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. Somebody being promoted to CEO when they never was even in that industry before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, try this one.
Well, as a parent, you can't have done it. It's hard to have experience as a parent,
True.
but it's just
yeah.
certain self control.
But there's a way also to get to that CEO position, even if you never were CEO.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think of like this. My uncle. It's hard because I was abused by a few of my family members, and but I still I understand because they were abused. You know what I mean? Like so they think, oh yeah, I was fucked up like this, so I'm gonna fuck you up like this because it's all I know.
Yeah.
How I'm gonna change. So I have to be the one to change it. In my, you know what I mean? In what I've learned, because they didn't know any better. How can you get mad at somebody for not knowing any better? Like it's, you just gotta forgive and move on. They don't know. That's it. That's all they know.
Yeah.
How can you get mad if a person's from Samoa and they could just speak Samoan? How come you don't speak English? I'm Samoan. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? What do you do? I just try to understand, be understanding, and then just that really makes it. Once you step into other person's shoe, it's so much easier to let shit go. You know
For
what I mean?
sure. For sure.
Because you're like, all right, fuck it, and it takes maturity, adulthood to kind of understand those
Yeah.
things. But
Yeah.
I mean,
What's mental health to you guys?
What's
Mental health.
mental
now that
health?
we're,
I
talking.
think mental health is fucking everything, man. You could have all the money in the world and still just, if your mental health is not good, you may be living in like a very nice house, eating all the great foods, and just, dude, look at Anthony Bourdain, fucking the lead singer of Linkin Park. Dude, they all off themselves.
Oh.
Robin
Oh,
Williams.
he
Yeah.
did the Linkin Park guy?
Yeah, like a few years ago.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he killed himself.
shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that one hurt me. Those
Oh,
two.
yeah,
I cried when
I
Anthony
love-
Bourdain died because
me
Anthony
too.
Bourdain
I
mattered.
loved
Like
him.
I thought he was I thought he
loved
was
him.
changing the
I
world.
thought
man.
he was happy. That's the crazy thing too.
You never know what's
you
going
just
on.
never know. That's why I just, let shit go. Okay, if you were to die, what would you want to do today?
I didn't do the mental health one.
Oh, sorry.
So no, it's okay. Oh, so this is I didn't realize how important it was until I seen an example. A friend of mine. So I've, you'd meet people with horrible life stories where their life was like, God, how did you even? And then you see, even when they're good people, they're still burned by it. You see like their pain still. You see, but then I met someone who's been through just something so equally terrible, but they were good. They were happy. They were joyful. They were successful. And I was like, how did you do this? Why are you different than them? Because your stories are similar. He said, oh, my mom put me in therapy since I was 11 after what happened.
Wow.
And I went to therapy all the way till I was 23. Damn. 12 years, same therapist, whatever. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And he was smart too as a 11-year-old. It was amazing. He was this smart that he turned down 6 therapists because he said, you don't really care about me. He could sense it. You know what I mean? But he found one that truly cared. And I was like, that's my guy. They're like great friends still. You know what I mean? But then after seeing him, I was like, wow, it's that fucking. I didn't realize in my head. I was like, just tough it out, change it yourself, be
Yeah.
good. You
Be a
can,
man.
you can,
It's you can. It's so hard on your own.
But just do it. But just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Just do it. Be
Yeah.
good. Just fix it. I mean, and then eventually, I do believe you get there. But that one is more like it's a more peaceful journey.
Yes.
But this
you have
way, it's
help.
like, all right,
Ugh.
die bad itself.
Yeah.
You're like fighting and shit.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, yo, bitch, get up.
Yeah.
And then they said the worst thing is don't get frustrated when you do go back and do an old habit.
yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dude,
Let that
Forgive
go.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgive. Be like, it's all right. It comes up every once in a while.
Yeah,
And
it's
smile,
all right.
laugh at it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because you did. Let's try to laugh. All right. Sorry. Next one.
No, that's good.
Okay.
You should write a book.
Thank you. We should do it together.
We should.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I've been wanting to write a book, like how
Can
I
have a
healed
few chapters
myself
in that
from
book?
all
I
that
would like a few
autoimmune.
chapters.
Oh yeah,
I want because I just want to join in. I want to feel joining in.
totally. What would you name it?
I don't know.
It would
I'd
come
give
to
some
us.
thought.
You can
I'll
It will always come.
Chang yourself.
You can Chang yourself. Cause I had that thing. You can change. You can heal your life.
Good one.
You can Chang.
Oh, God. You got him.
Or Chang yourself for the better. You know what I mean?
You can Chang yourself.
You can Chang.
You can
You can
Chang.
Chang.
You could do Chang. Metaphor.
Chang the world, man.
What was the next question I asked? I don't remember now. I have mommy.
I
brain
forgot. You
fog.
said, what did you say?
So after mental health, I said, "Oh, if you died today, what do you want to do?"
If I what?
Yes.
If I
you
died
die.
today, what would I want to do?
Yep.
These are dark as hell, Kiki.
No,
yeah.
but I'm
I
dead.
get dark.
Oh, you mean if I knew I was gonna die today, if I had one day to live,
Yeah.
what would I do?
Sure.
I would tell every friend that I cared about that I loved them. I would give them a hug and do that to every family member, and then just start like just do crazy shit. But like not like I'll go in the street and then just talk to every like person trying to tell a joke. I would do like a stand-up thing. I would eat.
Korean.
Fuck,
barbecue.
honestly, man, I feel like I'm lying. I feel like I would do that, but I feel like I would, if I'm in a bad place, I think I would do some like heinous stuff. Just try.
Fuck
But I don't
shit
know.
up.
I don't know. That's just my brain kind of going places. I feel like you have a better answer. I feel like you're gonna sound way cooler
Dante,
than me.
what are you gonna do? You're gonna die today.
Try nothing different. You know, because this is where I'm supposed to be. You know, and then
So sage. of
but I
you.
probably order a lot of seafood though.
Ooh,
Like a
crab,
shit, like
lobster.
a ridiculous
What kind
amount
of
of crab legs.
Yum.
Like a
Where?
ridiculous amount of
From
crab
where?
legs.
Where's
I
your
don't know. I'll
place?
find something. Maybe even go to the grocery store. You know, to go to like Costco and get all the
You
because
like
you get
them
like a
crab
big,
legs.
you get like 10-pound crab legs for like
Ooh.
$2.50.
I think crab is better than lobster. Crab tastes.
yes, much better than
Yeah,
lobster.
because lobster has this whole like, oh, it's glamorous, it's expensive. I'm like,
It's
it
a
tastes
li-
like
It
nothing.
depends how you make it.
It's smooth. The crab is smoother. Like
And it's
lobster has a
sweet.
little toughness. Yeah, I like crab better too.
Yeah.
I love crab. This is how you know I'm a fat motherfucker, right? So as a kid, I was allergic to crab,
Oh,
but I didn't care.
you didn't
I
care?
kept eating it until eventually
You're,
it
you're
went
so
away.
allergic
Yeah.
anymore. That's how
Yeah.
you do it. That's
It's
when
fucking
people say.
fat, bro.
See, when people say they're allergic to something, I'm like, no, it's all in your mind. I mean, I'm not. I'm sure some of you are allergic.
There is some
for it,
allergic, but you gotta. Your body could beat it.
Yeah, beat it. That's
Okay,
what
how
I
long did it
think.
take you to beat it though?
20
like,
years.
like a few years, and man, my head would swell up.
Oh, shit.
I look bad. I had a lump in the back of my head. They're like, and I kept saying, one day I will beat you. You know what I mean? Like,
And you did.
yeah, eventually I did. So, because when I eat, it's something like when I eat crab, something comes over me. I become possessed, and I can eat a ridiculous amount.
I would like to witness this.
We gotta go somewhere.
Yeah,
I,
let's
you
do
know
it.
what?
Or just
I don't-
order a bunch and just
You
be
might
right
change.
there.
You'd be like, man, he turns into a fucking
No, I want to
Tasmanian
see
devil.
that. It's awesome.
Oh, you guys haven't seen me eat yet. People
Oh, shit.
get disgusted. I had roommates be like, you need to stop chewing.
But I would chill because you're a female. You know what I mean? And it's like,
No, please
I don't know
don't.
why. I do. I can't
I
help
act like I eat like a guy, so I'm just like, I don't fuck. I
Now,
use
if you
my
were like
hands.
I don't know. If you were maybe like lesbian, it wouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean?
if I was more butch,
Maybe. Even then, because you're late. I don't know why. I remember going
You
like
have manners.
the other, it's weird. It's like programmed or something. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Where sometimes
Yeah, you're
when-
like, I gotta, yeah,
Wait,
use a napkin.
when somebody like when I go to these places, when I find out they're girls coming, I'm like, oh.
Oh,
I don't.
You know, like,
Yeah,
even if it's
yeah.
their girl, and I'm 100% chance will never have nothing will ever happen. 100% now, you know. But still, like it's like, man, I like to eat like a maniac. You know, have butter
Chew
splattering
with your
everywhere.
mouth open. I love chewing with my mouth
Oh.
open.
No.
Oh, I do that. Like with her,
Koreans do
I wouldn't
that.
care. Yeah, Koreans chew with their mouth open. That's just part of the
Do it.
culture. Like.
oh.
Oh, and then we talk about. Oh, is it good? Yeah.
My parents burp and fart.
Oh,
At the
burp
table.
and
Oh, yeah.
fart. My
At the
mom burp all the time.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, the farting.
farting. Fart. I mean, she's
Oh,
the fat
fart.
farts like Nutty Professor. You know, she's like, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
It's like, he's like, I shit.
Like, fuck it. At that age, it's like
But
Live free, die
I
hard.
learned something very cool from my aunt though. Like I think this is the greatest life lesson. Like one of my greatest life lessons. Like so about 12 years ago, her and my uncle went to the doctor, and they told her, you're probably gonna die in 2 years. We're not gonna even insure you. Sorry,
Shit.
right? Told my uncle, we're gonna insure you. You're so healthy. You might live to be 150, right? My uncle died 2 years ago. My aunt is still alive and fine. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And the difference is my aunt is very good at controlling her emotions. Like she's masterful at it. She never yells. I've heard her yell one time in my life. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like and she's Korean, so you know what I mean.
That's
She's
rare.
already just friendly, kind, and loving. That's it. She worries a little bit, but other than that, her energy. She's always very good. She knows how to. She doesn't react to shit. You know, she's very like just always even keel. And this is the difference. My uncle exercised every day, ate nothing bad went in his body whatsoever. My aunt, to give you an example, last time I visited her, she drank 3 20-inch sodas and a giant pound cake while watching Korean TV by herself.
Damn.
In the same day?
And she's 83. No,
Damn.
within like 2 hours. 83,
Wow.
83 years old. 83 years old. You know what I mean? She's eaten like that her whole life.
Wow.
Just like literally, as a kid, I remember seeing her, you're going to die. Like soon. I always thought she was going to
But
die
not,
soon.
she didn't.
No, because you think as a kid
Yeah.
that health is everything.
Yeah.
You eat good, you're gonna live long. But you don't
no.
realize how you handle internal shit is
Yeah.
the biggest thing. Bigger than health.
Yeah.
Bigger than what you put in your body. So you know what I mean? How you react and how you control your emotions. You know what I mean? And
Totally.
she mastered that. And it's like,
That's
whoa.
amazing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was true because I was like, man, I always thought she's gonna be the first to go. Because she was fat. You know what I mean? She was very, very overweight. And she eats like that. She would just be like, she'll chug every day, always on the way to church, on the way, like, she's always has to go get a large milkshake.
Oh, damn.
Like, she eats like that. Like she's like, you're like, how are you?
Did she have teeth? Did she have teeth still?
She has most of them. You know what I mean?
But she's still happy.
Oh, yeah.
She's
She,
happy.
Yeah, I mean, you still have most of them at that age. That's still good.
she has probably like 90% of her teeth.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's fantastic.
See?
Yeah.
Especially
Happy.
eating
It's
like
all
that.
happy.
People, be happy.
And she's very, she was very, like, even my grandfather was very loving. You know what I mean? So it's like, it came from North Korea love all the way down, you know?
Oh.
Just love it. Grandfather's very happy to
All you
escape and
need is
love.
love.
Yeah,
I
he
was
was-
watching Conjuring 2 the other night, and at the end, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling it, but it's all about love. That's the message I got
It's
from
all
that,
about love.
from
It's
that
all about love.
movie. Oh, we gotta wrap it up. How do they find you on Instagram?
At Mike Kim Comedy, MikeKim Comedy. That's Instagram, and then that's TikTok. That's also YouTube and Twitter.
Yeah, and your
My
podcast.
My podcast is called The Set Breaker. 3 words. The Set Breaker. You'll find that on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all audio streaming platforms, and I also have it on Instagram.
Yay.
In 1 word, no spaces. The Set Breaker.
Awesome, Dante.
At Dante Chang on everything.
Yes, and me at
Better than what I did.
at Kiki Funny Mama on everything.
It's not better. I don't know why.
At
You
Crazy
really,
Vocations.
really mean to yourself, man. You really mean
No,
to
no. I
yourself.
was like, dude, why didn't I do that? I was like, I could
No,
have
I
just
like
fucking
it.
said-
You said all that. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. Check out our website, crazyvocations.com. We got a lot of shows coming. We're going to, where are we going? Seattle and New York. Yeah, come out, see us. If you like the show, subscribe, share it, listen to it. What else can I say? Happy ending!
Happy ending.
ending.